Mm-mm. Just lie.
Tony, you
Hey,
alright?
can we play Quincy? Can we play Quincy's TikTok?
No.
Man.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear his mouth.
Why, bro? I'm trying.
It's good.
You think so?
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know how many people are actually fans of Billions though. Like that's why it's a tough sale. I should have did it with Training Day.
That would have been, yeah. Training Day is cop versus cop, though.
Yeah, but it's still good versus bad, and not Training Day. American Gangster.
Oh, yes. American Gangster for sure. That would have hit.
Yeah, but still good versus bad. Yeah. Quick. Can I tell a quick story time before we start the pod?
Yeah, go ahead.
So last 2 weeks, besides on the weekends, I told myself I was going to eat clean and I was going to get rid of carbs, right?
Tough.
So last week I did it. It was pretty tough, but over the weekend went to Milwaukee. Shout out to Zaynas. Like had carbs clearly. Came back home the whole entire week. Like I downloaded like my Fitness Pal. I recorded it all, and then I also got protein powder. So I'm like I'm making sure worked out 4 times, making sure that I'm hitting the whatever the fuck, right? So Saturday morning, I'm like, I'm gonna go to one of my favorite breakfast spots. And then I got it all. Like I got the gyro, the hash browns, the French toast. Like I got it all, right?
Getting a gyro and French toast is.
It was a gyro omelet.
Getting an omelet and French toast is.
It was nasty, yeah.
Gluttony is the word.
Gluttony, right? Also, let me preference. I ate half of everything. I did not overeat any of it.
Okay.
I felt like shit.
As you should.
Entire day.
As you fucking should.
Right? And I'm like, why do I, and I want to ask y'all this question too. Why do I guess, romanticize food that don't make me feel good?
Because you used to be fat, dog.
No, I mean, there's a, I don't know whether it's just an endorphin that you get, but like, bro, food makes me happy. Like, I get some good food.
He used to be
like,
fat.
I am happy.
You've never been fat.
Who, me?
No, Tony.
I've never been fat. Yeah, but like,
you don't know. But like, severe.
But I also like got off the plane, dropped my shit off at home, and went to the gym.
Exactly.
No, but this is not about the gym.
He like food, dog. He be trying to rebel like he don't like it. He like food, man.
Yeah, and like moderation is the key. Like I like getting everything and only eating half. Like the gyro omelet is not meant to be paired with the French toast. Not even half and half. Like they give you the food. Like when you used to get mad at me because I would go places and customize the plate. You'd be like, bro, it don't come like that. You gotta come, pause. And it'd be like, yeah, just stay in that pocket.
That's some fat shit, dog.
But also as Americans, like, bro, we overeat. Like all of our portions are ridiculous. Like
I even think eating half of it was too much.
So why you eat 2 halves?
Exactly.
No, I think I'm not necessarily speaking about anybody else, Tony, Dooch, anybody. I'm speaking about myself. I think the thing that I learned about myself is I used to be fat. For sure.
Like, why that just can't be it, though? If you can't explain no other way, dog, that's what it is.
But like used to be fat. That ain't
no.
That ain't necessarily your eating habits today. There's a lot of people who used to be fat who don't eat like that no more. And if you still eat like that, it's because like you like eating like that.
I think what I'm trying to say is like it doesn't matter how much food I eat. If the food is bad for me, I'm probably not gonna feel good after. So I don't even think it's about being fat. I think it's more like what I was eating during the week. This how weak it was too.
He tried to explain it. Though. That's what's
I got a perfect analogy and I can't wait. Hey, Q, listen. If Dooch and I go out, right?
Mm-hmm.
and we buy a whole bottle, I would love to get drunk, but I know the way that I will feel will be awful. So I have moderation about how I'm gonna drink.
No. What I'm saying about me is it's not about moderation. I've been living through moderation for years now, and I still felt
Bro,
bad.
you just ordered
Yeah, but that was that day
half
after.
entree.
If
But
you
that was that. But y'all know how y'all been to my crib before. Y'all know how me and my wife eat. I don't overeat anymore. I haven't overate in years.
but use a Tony analogy. If we equated that to alcohol, what would he be? If he still felt bad about drinking?
Wet, drunk.
An alcoholic, right?
Alcoholic, yeah.
So what's the
I'm
difference?
alcoholic.
That's what I'm saying. What's the difference between alcoholic and being fat?
I mean, in the sense of gluttony, probably nothing. Greed, nothing. It's probably the same. What I am trying to say that I feel like y'all not hearing me is I agree with everything you're saying. Moderation is the key, but I don't think that eating foods that I have GERD, right? I have GERD, right? I have GERD, right?
You be eating the activation.
Like anything, all fatty foods trigger the GERD. Right? It doesn't matter what type of fatty food. So
wait, what's a fatty food? Just so I know what you're talking about.
Hamburgers, potatoes, every type.
You got the hash browns.
Everything he eat. Yeah.
Everything I eat.
Did you get the hash browns this morning?
Huh? Bro, I got
Did you get the hash browns?
He got hash browns, so you know he got potatoes.
You know he got potatoes. No. But like you can sub that. You don't have to get it, fam. Like, what do you mean? Like certain combos come with fries, and I just don't get the fries.
What I am saying, I agree. Moderation is key for Quincy, though, because I have GERD. I don't think
you still eat potatoes.
I'm giving it up, dude. Is what I'm saying.
But did you eat them today?
Starting tomorrow?
No.
What did you eat then?
Today I had chicken wings and broccoli.
No, we talking about for the breakfast. The shit that you was talking about.
That day, yeah. Saturday I had potatoes.
Potatoes, okay.
But this conversation is talking about what I learned from going a whole week of eating no carbs, no bad food. And then Saturday, I'm like, Saturday is going to be my cheat day. I'm going to go eat the thing that I would usually eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned from eating that compared to how I felt that entire week was like, I felt like shit. And I'm saying to Dooch, it wasn't because of how much I ate. It was because of what I ate.
So then what's the question?
Exactly.
I feel like you own to something.
You know the answer to everything.
I was saying what I learned about myself. That's how I started it. And then I wanted to ask y'all a question, and thank you for asking me.
That's what we asked you. What is the question?
Do you think for yourself it's about and I feel like you've already answered the question, so there's no point of me asking.
What?
Do you feel like the food you eat or the moderation of how much food you eat? Wow, I know Tony. I don't know, Tony, you've ever had like a ill sickness from
I get heartburn, so I don't eat shit that gives me heartburn. Like, but I don't crave shit that gives me heartburn because like my craving is offset by that. Heartburn to me is some of the worst shit that's easily avoidable.
There's nothing worse than heartburn, bro.
Like breaking you down. Like imagine being out to eat and you just in your chair like
ain't nothing like that red sauce.
But like the red sauce don't give it to me.
But here's the conversation me and my wife were having was like
that red sauce.
Like, if I say out loud that I want to give up red pizza forever,
and you continue to eat it?
No. Like, I think I'm saying this out loud, dude. I think,
but you can't do it, fam. You just got to give it up, bro. You can't be like on Saturdays. I'm a still give it a little bit. Like, no, you got to give it up, fam.
I think almost because I never felt this good.
Well, let's talk about what are your cheat days going to consist of then?
This is what I told myself prior to that Saturday. During the week, I'm going to give myself a cheat breakfast, a cheat dinner, and a cheat lunch.
You got to stop doing that, bro.
I started with the cheat breakfast, and I was like, holy shit, I can't do this.
Do you like your regular rotation of foods that aren't cheat foods?
Yeah, so the thing about it is so my wife was gone for the first week I was gone. She was back the last week. And all I did, because I saw it on TikTok, was I ground up a meat and put a different seasoning on it and put that over a salad. So the first it was
ground
tacos.
chicken, ground turkey, ground
Exactly.
whatever.
And then I was loading as much spinach and lettuce as I could so I could try to. But the first week I realized, I wasn't eating enough protein. So then I learned from a dude I work with. He was like, you need protein powder and you need to measure. So my Fitness Pal, the app, it tells you, okay, you put your weight in.
What people said about that, dog?
Huh? What'd you say, dude?
I'm asking Tony what Dr. Sebi said about protein and stuff.
Oh shit.
As far as meat.
Your proteins need to be offset with double vegetables.
Yeah.
That's what Dr. Sebi says. And like sugar is not bad for you if it comes from natural sugars and fruits and shit like that. Like you gotta like everybody who talks about like the TikTok dietitians is like, yeah, man, just get the protein. You have to offset that with vegetables. Like protein is good for you. It's good for your body. It helps you recover. It breaks down well. But like, we're supposed to be eating vegetables. Like it's just clear cut, simple, and not fruits. Vegetables.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fruit guy, boss. I'm more of a vegetable guy, anyways. So what I did was just spinach and lettuce and like peppers and onions and shit like that, just to give it a little bit more flavor.
But I'm telling you, as a person that's done a diet like the vegan shit, can't have cheat days, bro.
Yeah. You just feel worse.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I asked you if you like you don't need a cheat day if you like the shit you eating regularly.
Yeah, I do. It wasn't, and that's what I learned too. It wasn't that I didn't enjoy it. It was like I thought I needed
a cheat day.
I thought I needed it, and I think I realized. And it's like today we bought chicken wings from the grocery store, from the butcher, whatever. Season them up regular, threw them in the air fryer. Like I don't have to go to the cold ass gas station chicken spot that's down the street. That's so good. But I got this,
or do, but just recognize what you're doing.
Nah, I think what I'm saying a lot is I realized I did not feel good, like recognizably, like it was a huge difference, and I just enjoyed feeling good, and like I guess I don't need potatoes.
Listen, I hope that you're right.
He said all that to say that, dog.
I don't need potatoes.
Oh, I hope it is still fulfilling, because like what makes you want to break your diet and get away from the shit you eating is that it's not
how you feel.
Yeah, but fulfilling as in like pause filling you up, or fulfilling as in
that's
just
not making you
mental. Like I have
that's the conversation. That's the
I have an addiction to chocolate, right? I eat chocolate every day. Every day I have something chocolate. But like I've gotten myself to the point where like I could get like a Hershey's Kiss and be fine.
Yeah.
Like, but I know that I got to get past that, and I got to have some chocolate. So it's like, fine, like just get the most moderate piece of chocolate, whatever. It's not a big deal.
You might have sugars too, don't you?
But I think the difference between
like my sugars is good,
He's trying to bring it up.
No, but Tony, the difference between you and I is the food that I love, like legitimately gives me pain. And I just feel going and eating the pain.
Eat it, bro.
I remember I told you when I quit eating steak and like most red meats, and then I had a steak. I had a 16-ounce New York strip. And I was down for 3 days. I haven't ate steak since.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I'm not going to do it to myself. Like, if it happens, if I go somewhere and I eat something and, like, it take me out, like, cool. Like, you know, play us fuck up. But I'm not volunteer. I'm not like, ooh, that sounds good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's fat. It's old. It's an old habit that will have you literally dying hard. Because, like, I can't, my body can't take that, bro.
But do y'all think, and let's speak for all Americans. Y'all know I love to speak for all Americans. Do y'all think that we like the pain, or we just don't know?
I think a lot of people don't even go through that shit. I think a lot of people don't even go through that shit.
What do you mean the pain?
There's a lot of people that be sleepy, bro.
Nah, bro.
But sleep ain't no wrong with being sleepy, nigga. I'll be sleepy.
You should not get sleepy right now. I don't think you should get sleepy after you eat. That's what I'm saying. It's not good for your body, bro.
The food, bro.
It should give you food. Should give you energy.
You should not be going to sleep after.
You should not be going.
I don't feel bad.
I swear to
I
God,
don't
bro.
feel bad when I have food and then I have to take a nap.
No, you
I
shouldn't.
feel
do
great.
that.
I feel great actually.
And that's the conversation: is what is feeling great? Do we know?
Waking up
I
from
swear
a
to God,
nap.
bro. You can eat a whole vegan meal and go out and continue your day, bro.
Bro, don't stop you.
Like you shouldn't be. Oh my God, like
What was the last
itis
thing
and
you
shit.
ate? What was the last thing you ate that gave you the itis?
Nigga, I just had a plate from barbecue and took a nap before I came here. 10-minute nap too. Like it wasn't even necessary, dog. Like for real, dog.
I don't think we be watching now that Matt got all them TLC shows, bro. Like my 600-pound best friend. And I don't think that a lot of those people know what feeling good feels like. Like, have you ever, you know what I mean?
Will you acknowledge that food makes them feel good?
Man.
Yeah, but it's the mental thing, and it's a like I romanticize potatoes, right? Like I legitimately was like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I thought I had a joke for that. I
got one too, but I'm gonna leave it there.
Go ahead, dude. I told dudes.
No, I'm gonna leave it there.
You romanticize chocolate. Like it means something to you. Like is it the actual
the way that you say the words, because words mean things. I am addicted.
They don't.
I'm addicted to chocolate.
You know where
and like romanticize. I'm not like really thinking of. I got chocolate ice cream. I got gas stations. I have all that shit in there. I don't. Oh man, I can't wait till I'll be like, I want some chocolate, and I eat a little bit or a lot of it.
Maybe your romance a little different, man.
What is addiction?
Yeah, my romance too logical.
Yeah,
that's nasty. You out here logically romancing? You logically romancing?
Hey, Q, that's how you prevent getting your heart broken. And shout out to 72and10 podcast on TY.
And I'll do it, you know. That's funny.
Wait. So addiction. It's a chemical thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all addiction isn't a chemical thing. Or we said all addiction is a chemical thing.
I think it goes back to it.
Like sugar for sure. Sugar for sure.
Shit, yeah.
So I guess, they say sugar is the same, worse than cocaine, right?
Man, what?
It's not? It's not, Tony?
No, cocaine worse.
Nah, bro.
Sugar's more addictive.
As a person that has to regulate my sugar, that shit is.
I was about to say regulate your cocaine use.
Nah, hell no. That shit crazy.
You should be putting out more music.
Look at that ass nigga.
Hey, listen, let's start here. Have you reached the point in your life's journey and maturity where you can make a heartfelt statement about the submarine, the Titanic sub? Have you reached your
what do you mean, like
maturity? Like lives were lost.
They were.
A tragedy is a tragedy regardless of how it ended up there. Have you reached the point where like it's not a joke?
I feel like you've
reflected. It's super unfortunate.
I feel like this is a you thing.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't feel like it's a funny thing at all. I think I have a hot take. I have a take about it for sure, but I don't. It's very scary and sad.
I don't think it's scary. It's definitely sad.
I think it's scary.
What's scary about it?
Everybody else talk about it because mine is definitely going to derail the entire conversation.
Dude, have you reached your maturity level? Me either. Thank you. But I do want to say condolences to the families who lost somebody in that situation.
Oh, for sure.
I especially feel bad about the son who allegedly didn't want to go and still ended up going and then ended up losing his life and losing his father, of course, in the process. And then I have jokes.
Yeah, dog. I don't know, man.
But Quincy, go ahead. I'll let you go because I think my jokes will probably be worse than your jokes. So, like, go ahead.
Yeah.
So, one, it's okay. So the details of the Logitech controller and the submersive versus the submarine and just all of those, like,
and not being really able to see the thing, you watching it through a TV screen anyway.
And Rick said you don't feel sympathy for rich people.
My point is actually going to go into that. And all three of us have had this conversation before. Why do rich people do stuff like this? Why do rich people spend money on things like this? And to me, it's because they're searching for happiness. And it's like
I would say excitement, not happiness.
I'm about to say the experience, yeah.
Experience.
Because like I don't need excitement in my life.
So it's like the kind of conversation I want to have is like where my brain went is the difference between, because I do think material can make you happy, right? I like Dooch is I don't know too many people like Dooch that still has shoes from the 90s, right? So, but he also understands the art behind the shoes. So I can understand if Dooch comes to me and says, hey, shoes make me happy, like that material, right? But if you're a person like me, I never had shoes as a kid. And then I got older and I bought a pair of Jordan 1s. I bought a pair of Jordan 1s and I bought a pair of Jordan 4s. And I learned.
And you didn't buy me mine. I got,
Well, you bought 2 pair of Jordan 1s.
No, he bought a pair and didn't get the other pair.
No, because he got the mids too. We're never not gonna talk about the mids.
Wore him on our first podcast show. Shout out to Reyes.
You sure did wear the motherfuckers though. You gotta stop wearing them.
So like I learned from that is like, oh, those things don't make me happy. I think that these rich billionaires aren't happy and they're seeking happiness from things like this. And I think that
I know one of the dudes said he was a venture seeker. Like he had climbed Mount Everest and stuff like that. So
yeah.
But like I'm not gonna say that they're not happy because they're trying to have different experiences. That's like saying you're not happy, so you went to Paris.
One of them was a scientist too. So
no. Like just to say you're not happy, so you go try something. Like I
didn't say that.
Considering like when I go to Africa, like I'm gonna try and do a safari and see some shit that's probably gonna be dangerous. I'm not happy.
I'm not saying that they weren't happy. Let me rephrase this. Let me renege a little bit. I'm saying that they were seeking happiness. And if you are seeking happiness, is it okay? And I don't believe any of the details. I don't believe the Logitech controller. I don't believe the 250,000. I don't believe any of it.
I seen the videos of the Logitech controller and them inside of the thing with the Logitech.
That wasn't their wasn't their first trip. Yeah, so like the shit has worked before. Yeah, the creator of The Simpsons said he went on that and like did it with them before.
Yeah, he's done it. The dude that this one has done it before. Yes.
What I'm saying out loud is people making fun of this thing as if they were ill prepared. I'm saying that I think that we don't understand enough to say what's ill prepared and not prepared. So when we see something like a Logitech controller, I think that we're making that decision based off of our knowledge of what Logitech is.
But like, if I have enough experience, I have enough experience with Logitech to know that like,
nah,
that ain't the one.
Yeah,
you don't, not with that, not with submersives.
But I know
for controllers.
I know
you don't have any experience with a controller and a submersive.
You know what? Let me say this.
How big is the company? What else do they make?
Logitech?
Yeah. How big is the company?
Huge.
Like no, but like
they don't make it good, bro. Like,
yeah. So we know they make
huge, motherfucker.
No. We know that they make low end product, but do they make high end product?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know that controllers ain't shit.
Yeah, they make high end products, but that controller,
I know.
Google it and show you that controller. Yeah. And you know what? Let me not even say this. I don't know that controller was the reason why shit went bad. I don't.
I'm saying it's a bit. I'm saying it's funny.
What's funny?
That they had a Logitech controller on the ship and they shipped.
So you think that was a bit? Like they was just down there playing?
No. When I say bit, I mean it's something that the media is running with because people think it's funny. I don't think that.
What is the truth?
But we don't know the quality of the controller.
Of that controller?
No.
Controllers?
You're gonna make me.
Dog, do you, man? You gonna make me share my screen and show you how much that controller costs, man?
Yeah, even if it's even if you share your screen.
When the last time you bought a Logitech controller, Quizzy?
I mean, I was just in the store the other day. I seen one. I ain't buy one.
The controller that they had to pilot that sub is $49.99.
Fam, I done bought multiple Logitech controllers for the TV, for all different various types of use. Trash.
And like Logitech makes a 2-part controller.
They
Professional throttle stick
too?
and stimulator controller that is $200, but the ones that they had piloting this submersible, because it's not even a sub, was $49. And I'm not saying that's the reason why it the situation went bad. It's just something that I don't have experience with anything else on that submersible besides that Logitech.
Besides the Logitech controller.
And so, like, yeah, if that's the thing that I choose to comment on, like, yeah, I'm probably in the wrong.
Bro, I got a Logitech phone in the other room, fam.
You got a house phone?
Yeah, we got an office phone. Look, here we go. Don't start.
Hey, what's your girl say when people call a house phone? Man?
Don't start, dog. It's not a house phone. It's the office phone.
What's your girl say with the house phone ringing?
It's the office phone. I don't have a house phone. So I'm at the office.
What bitch got the office phone? Oh my goodness.
That is funny and not funny.
It's a bit. There you go, Quizzy. You switch your camera?
The camera died. I ain't have it plugged up.
I ain't got a problem. I ain't have a power.
Hey, Q, is it Logitech?
No, it's not Logitech. It's not Logitech. I had it plugged up to the computer. I thought it would keep it charged.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get off of that.
No, but I just don't. It's a bunch of stuff, bro. Like, I don't know, fam. I'm not mature enough yet, fam, to talk.
I personally don't think
that's okay, because you know why? Like, we don't take serious stuff serious all the time. Like, and maybe this is the time to start, but if it ain't, like, you know, you're just not at that part of your journey. I have laughed at some of the stuff. Like,
even him working with NASA is like that's the sky, not water. Like, I don't know, fam. It's a lot of stuff. I don't get, fam.
Does NASA go in the water?
I never heard of them going.
I don't know.
Aerospace.
I've never heard them going.
I didn't either. I'm just asking.
That's what I'm saying. Aerospace. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, fam. It's just a lot, fam.
My only thing about it is just where my brain goes is if we are allowed to see something, whatever we're allowed to see, we can't know the entire truth of anything. And if we don't know the entire truth,
you don't think that they was down there, is what you saying?
I think that they were down there. That's not my point. My point is what we are allowed to see, I think, is not the truth or only a part of the truth, from the controller to whatever. Like, I just think it's, you know what I mean? Like, I think about if somebody was to look at our podcast, right, and to judge our lives, our real lives, based off of what they heard, 10% of the truth, right? Like, could somebody really
like you judge? Everybody judges whatever you judge it just based off the information you have.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm saying that we don't have enough information to, like, even the controller, in my opinion, like even that, like, even if we're seeing it, like it could it be something different? Like, could it be Logitech hooked them up with, you know, X amount of thing and, you know, made the $50 one, a $5,000 one? Like, I just don't believe any of this shit.
I mean, with that, like, it's difficult to make a decision about anything. One thing that I thought of, have y'all ever heard about the theory? It's called the dead neighbor theory. Like, don't kill your dead neighbor. So let's say, for instance, you have an elderly neighbor and you see them every day sitting on their porch, and you don't see them out there for 3-4 days, and they could be in their house dead, but you never say that they're dead in the house, because if you're the person who acknowledges that, then you are the one who, quote, killed your neighbor. So even as they were talking about all of this happening, and we're waiting like, oh yeah, you know, the air that they would have would be running out in this amount of time and like all of this stuff. Nobody wanted to kill them by like just saying like, yeah, they probably have died. Like,
and the crazy part is that one of the Navy departments had said they heard the implosion, and James Cameron said he heard it too.
Yeah, James. I heard the James Cameron thing.
James Cameron has his own submarine too, which is crazy.
Hey, here's what's funny. On top of that, Sarah and I watched Avatar 2. Have anybody seen it?
No,
That's underwater. It's about underwater, right?
It's The Way of Water. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen it.
Are y'all planning on seeing it?
Yeah, don't ruin it for anybody.
It's on Disney Plus, right?
It's
on
on
HBO too.
Max. It may be on both.
Oh, say less. I'm gonna put it on there.
Yeah. It's 3 hours long.
I already know, fam.
Yeah.
I'm about to take a break.
Take a nap.
Yeah. No. I don't want to give away nothing, but
it was some submersibles in there.
It was something.
But I just think I don't know, fam. It was a lot of red flags for me as a person that I wouldn't have did it. Like it was too small. Pause. Like I think I would have got claustrophobic. As far as 5 people in that small ass area, locked in from the outside, like
I just don't. I'm not that interested in the Titanic.
Me either. That too.
Like I'll start there.
And if I'm going to see it, I need to see it with my eyes, not through a camera and TV screen.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need to be sitting, not on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's so much. I'm just as me as a person.
Just personally, what would make me feel comfortable enough to take that voyage?
If you have all of the money in the world, right, and all of the things in the world, what do you buy?
Everything I like.
Experiences, just like that. Like I will buy experiences. Like I'm not mad at them for taking that voyage. I'm not, obviously I'm not mad at them for passing away.
Like you would go to Africa. You would go look at a lion.
I would go see.
I would definitely do that.
Everything, bro.
Yeah,
like I've looked up. I've literally Googled the best, most expensive vacations. Really? Vietnam. Yeah, bro. Like Vietnam is number one. No,
I would go to Vietnam.
But like the way that the extra rich do Vietnam.
No, I really want to go see Machu Picchu.
Asia, bro, is some of the Asia and Africa, some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and it's cheap as fuck.
I want to see the whatever is the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah, just go see all of that shit. Like see the pyramids, like Stonehenges, like would you fly into the Bermuda Triangle?
No, I'm good.
Would you jump out of a plane?
Oh no.
Yeah.
You jump out of a plane.
Yeah. I would not bungee jump because I feel like bungee jumping I'm too like back problem.
You gotta be in
back problems.
For real though, like I just don't, if shit go bad while I'm skydiving, like I pretty much feel like it's over. Like I feel like if I bungee jump and fuck myself up, like I had to live the rest of my life. Like,
did y'all see that video of Tom Cruise doing that jump off the cliff?
Yes. For the next Mission Impossible, he's going to go to space.
No, he gotta chill out, bro.
No, like somebody was saying, you have to get it right.
And he was saying that he was like, no, I think I can hold on to it longer. Like, he was telling the story about when he did the stunt holding on to the side of the plane. Oh yeah,
so I'm talking to the stunt dude. You know what I'm saying? The action coordinator. He's like, yeah, we can't do this. He's like, so I get a new stunt dude. And he's like, yeah, just hold on. We're gonna strap you in there. He's like,
I heard that one.
Say no to Tom Cruise. Watch what happened to you.
Yeah, I seen that, dog. That shit was crazy, dog.
I saw this was on Instagram too. I'm not gonna act like it was news. It said a Georgia man paid $80,000 to make himself 5 inches taller.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That one day. It took like 2 years, bro. He had to go through rehab and all that shit, fam.
Yeah.
No, but like there are 2 of them because one of them was like
I must be talking about the other one.
Man with the dreads.
One of them was dude with the dreads was actually very physically fit, and there was one dude who's like,
no, I just seen one where the dude he had the surgery, he had the
tibula extension.
Yeah, bro, and then he had to go through rehab to like learn to walk again and shit.
Yeah, and you can't do physical activity no more.
I'm good, G.
Dude, you're not short. Neither are you, Tony.
It don't matter, bro. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't as the
would
shortest
you
guy.
do that? Not now. You can't run. You can't do none of that shit no more.
Nah, man, I like the chip.
Like,
You like the what?
The
The
chip
chip
on my
of being
shoulder.
short.
Oh,
Like once you get all of the money, like
that shit don't even matter no more.
yeah, you can stand on your money. Like what do you mean? You're already tall.
No,
Go
but
get
I
the,
like
go get the shoe things. The
I
shit
find
be in your
With the
shoe.
razors.
Yeah.
Hey Q, how much are the razors?
the razors.
The things
It's
you
like-
put in your shoe, you put on your heel, and how you stand on your tippy toes.
Oh, grow up, bro. Why would I do
You got like the flat thing, and then in the back it's got the hump.
Why would I do that? I like being short though. I like me and Tony play basketball. I beat him.
All right, here we go. See,
No, and like using this as an example of not trying to be funny. It means more to me to be
No, they only
short.
$12 on Amazon.
Oh, so I might grab me a pair so I can get
Hey
this.
Q, what's your address? I'm gonna send you some.
No. I like being short
So
though.
I can be 6 foot. No.
I like being short. I like the chip on my shoulder. I like the fact that motherfuckers think I can't do stuff and
Like what?
I
Like
wanna be
reach
tall.
stuff on the top shelf?
man.
Like as a grown man, a grown married man.
Yeah, and
What
I'm not
chip
that
on-
short.
As a grown married man, what chip on your shoulder do you have from being short? Like nothing about your job requires you to be tall.
No, nothing today, but I'm explaining to you why I would never to go back to the moments where being short where girls were like, I'm not gonna talk to that guy because he's too short.
Yeah.
If I can go back to those moments,
Oh, to
I'm
young
not
you.
going- nah, because the win is way better. Tall niggas don't have to work
You be
hard.
holding that grudge, dog.
For
You
sure,
gotta
the
let
chip.
go of high school, bro.
He said
Bro,
tall
I
niggas don't what? Tall niggas used to winning.
I know, dog. Let go of high school, bro. You good, fam.
That's why I'm like, it ain't even
made it.
I don't understand. As somebody who's tall and has got all the benefits of being tall, it's like
Tall niggas ain't gotta work hard, bro.
they gotta work hard at what?
You made it, Q, dog. You good.
No, you know what? I thought about this the
Hard.
other day.
Let
I
her
had to go to
Basketball.
Chicago. I got to go to Chicago for work in like September, right?
Right.
I've not met anybody I work with in person.
Dog, that's my bit. You want to take my joke? I got a joke from Kobe.
Let me hear it.
Oh no, you go up to people like, oh man, y'all thought I was 6'8", or I would introduce myself as being 6'8" because I got a tall presence on
Oh,
TV.
so you identify as 6'8"?
Nah, it's just a joke to break the ice when you see somebody that you've only seen online for a long time. You say you got a tall presence. Like, yeah, I know you thought I was 6'8",
But he is actually 6'4".
Yeah,
I know,
like
but you can
I'm
say-
actually tall. What you say?
What do you
yeah,
say?
you can say short.
Presence?
You can say short. Like, yeah, most people think I'm 5'5".
Nah, yeah, I'm not. I don't like self-deprecating humor.
Hey, Q, I want you to let go of high school, dog.
I'm trying.
Talk to your therapist about that.
Yeah, dog.
No, but you know what, Mike?
Are you good, fam? You made it.
Nah, bro.
You living a good life. You got a house,
The
great
chip is
job, wife, dog.
Dude, the chip is the fuel sometimes, and that's wrong. It shouldn't be the fuel. I need to let go of potatoes.
Well, like you call it a chip. Can
You made it.
I call it a Napoleon complex?
What is a Napoleon complex?
It's short people who feel like they have to overcome things that aren't actually things that they have to overcome. You don't have to go
Like, bro, you made it. You
just
successful.
because you're short. Yeah, it's not.
Like, bro,
It's not real.
So like,
it's gonna be 20 years in a couple years, bro. Like, you good, bro.
I'm not saying I'm not good, but yeah, like y'all are not wrong. But what kills me about y'all when y'all notice something about me, y'all make it seem like it's as easy as just turning it. Hey, bro,
I didn't
all
say
you gotta do is stop.
I ain't say it was gonna be easy. I
All
said,
you gotta do is
you gotta let it go, Phil.
I'm trying.
Yeah, like as I've been told before, heal from your hurt.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Man,
Bro, I'm giving up potatoes, dude. You want me to give up potatoes and a chip in the same week?
a whole double entendre. I hear you. I hear you.
Potatoes and a chip. You know what I'm saying?
Lay out, you're on. Dog, check. Can I talk about that story real quick, bro? Tony,
Go ahead.
bro, I see that nigga online with he won. They won first. What they win?
Oh,
Chase.
Oh yeah, they won first in the
That
tournament.
nigga out here, bro.
He'll
Oh,
bust
listen.
your ass.
We've been getting up at 6 a.m. getting these shots up, dog. I talked to him and he was like, "Oh my god, it was going in today." I'm like, "Hey, listen, by the end of the summer, we're
It's
gonna be
always,
great.
it's gonna always go in.
No, we're gonna be like it's never not." I'm like, and then
How tall
how
you
tall?
think?
He probably gonna be like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Because his mom is tall.
Yeah,
Like,
6'5".
Mm.
Yeah, what are you? What are you?
I'm
6'4".
6'3" and a half. I'm not even gonna add no height. 6'3" and a half with no shoes on. So you know,
What? How tall is Steph?
6'4".
6'4". Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah, like for real. Niggas be thinking, no, that nigga.
Nah, he's
He's
not.
tall.
He walked. I went to go see
He's
them at
a
a
tall
Bucks
person.
game, and he walked by me. I was like, "Oh, you're tall. Like, you NBA short."
Yeah, bro.
Would you really like 6'3",
And he's a
6'4"?
shooter. Like, yeah, bro.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's
How y'all
right.
feel
since
about
you-
that?
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I gotta let y'all go first. Let's talk about that. So there was a trade after Chris Paul was traded from.
Oh, this is real. I couldn't tell if it was real or not.
No, it's
that's
real. After Chris Paul was traded from Phoenix to Washington, he was then traded from Washington to Golden State
for
for
Jordan Poole and draft picks.
and draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let y'all go first because I have a whole theory about this.
Dude, you go. I gotta.
No, y'all go, fam.
I'm
No,
gonna be
I don't
real.
care. I'm salty because he was supposed to come to the Lakers with Kobe, and it just
And
never
now they're
happened.
gonna let him go to Golden State.
Yeah, they fucking hated on ours.
So I think
Gilbert kind of explained why they wouldn't let it happen because it was gonna be a whole thing about it. But I guess, man.
it was a bad trade.
Why?
I don't think Golden State needs Chris Paul. I think because they have the veteran leadership, so
It ain't about
they
that.
have a great point guard, and Jordan Poole was youth and potential, and Chris Paul is not.
Mm-mm.
There are some.
Jordan
There's
Poole
some
was
teams,
also punched in the face by
I was
Draymond
about to say,
Green.
bro, he ain't been
exactly,
there.
but there are some teams that need a Chris Paul to help them get over the hump.
And Golden State is one of them.
I don't think he helps them get over the hump.
Hey, now Steph ain't got to hold the ball. He could just come off the screens.
So Clay, then what's the starting lineup?
Chris,
No, Chris
Steph.
is not starting. Chris is not
You
starting.
don't think so?
For what?
Yeah, like you would have to acknowledge that means Clay's not starting.
Why wouldn't he?
If Chris Paul,
DiVincenzo was starting. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it could be Chris. It could
What are you talking
Steph, Chris, Clay,
yeah, about White Dante.
Yeah,
Wiggins, and
Draymond.
or
Wait, say
let
it again.
Wiggins come off the bit. Steph, Chris Paul, Clay, Draymond, and either Wiggins or Looney.
That's pretty small. Kayvon Looney. So who's your four?
Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond. Okay.
Y'all ready for my theory?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think that this whole situation and this trade and all of it,
Add some sauce on to it, bro. Some seasoning, bro.
it was orchestrated
Mm.
by Jordan Poole.
Hey,
Hear
play
me
the
out.
violin music, dude. Can you play the violin music?
What's that?
Hear me out.
No,
Hear me
what's that?
out. Jordan Poole is how old? How long?
22, 23?
Jordan Poole is 24 years old.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just had a birthday on Juneteenth.
Shout out to him.
Shout out Jordan Poole. He's 24 years old. He got a ring already.
Got
he
the
got a
bag.
$128 million contract.
Got the bag.
Why do I want to be here?
I'm with
Listen,
you.
and you know where I could go and have a great time?
Chocolate City.
DC?
Chocolate City.
Put me as a 24-year-old with $100 million in DC and say, hey, fam, get these shots up.
Get these shots up.
Wait, what makes DC a better city than the Bay? Is it just cost of living? No, they're very
Black people.
The Bay is also one of the blackest places in America, bro.
You want me to call? I will call Sam right now.
No.
I will call Sam
Bro.
right now.
Washington D.C. nickname is Chocolate City, bro.
I know. I also know.
What are you talking about?
I'll call Sam. Don't make me call Sam. It's
I
not,
just know the Bay.
even close.
I'll
It's
call
not
you.
even close.
I'll call him right now.
Parts of the Bay are extremely black, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Parts
of the Bay is extremely like it's a black city, but it's also Silicon Valley too. So
DC, Maryland, Virginia, bro. Like
DMV.
It's called Chocolate City, fam. Like,
Bro,
I don't know how to tell you about it.
Like, I don't know what else. What else is
Jaquan lives there. Bundy lives there. I know a few people that live there.
Yeah, my cousin lives there too.
And it's so black.
Yeah.
He know that. That's why I don't understand that, fam.
Yeah, I'm not.
He be wanting to fight.
But like, if I'm Jordan Poole,
it can't.
I do not want to go back to Golden State.
It's not like it's Utah. You know what I mean?
I understand that, but
like,
it ain't Chocolate City.
Say it's not Chocolate City, so that's not my debate. But to say that the Bay can't give you
what can the Bay give you?
Shit, money.
If you're Jordan Poole, he got a $120 million contract.
Investments, money.
Listen, he will always be fourth in that city behind Steph, Clay, Draymond, if Draymond stays. Draymond also punched this nigga in the face. Yes. I don't want to be around you. He unfollowed that nigga immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say anything about his character because I assume he's a good dude, repping the mill. But like, if I got $100 million and I already got my championship,
yes, Sheree. Howard,
the fuck for what? Like, bro, send me to DC. He's gonna be the man in DC. He's gonna be that dude.
Him and Cools.
Come on. I am not saying that Washington, D.C. isn't one of the blackest places in America. I am not saying that. It is. What I am saying is that what is the Bay? Because you're saying is he leaving it? All of your other reasons make sense.
Saying he's leaving because he's gonna be the man in DC with 100.
That's fair. I'm not gonna debate.
I'm 100 up. I'm 24. I'm the star of this team now. Me and Cool.
And I could get as many shots up as I want.
Come on, bro. I already got the chip, so I'm not gonna play for that no more. Like,
in my contract.
What city?
Okay, hold on.
What city is
in Washington? Listen, San Francisco.
It's San Francisco
Oakland.
Because Oakland right next to it too, right?
I went across the street to Oakland, across the river to
Oakland is over there. That's what
the old arena was in Oakland. The new
arena, so they went over to San Francisco.
But Oakland black as hell. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get you.
Oakland black, not as black as fucking.
Shut up.
But Oakland black as hell.
Okay, look. San Francisco has 5% black people. Oakland has 22% black people. DC has 45% black people.
Yeah, more
with historically black colleges there. A short ride to Philly, New York.
Come on now.
This is not my debate. Yep.
Atlanta.
And I could be the guy. I'm the man. Bro, you'll never be the man in San Francisco.
I'm the man.
Who would you choose?
DC. I can't be here. I can't be here, bro. He stole on me. Like, I can't whoop his ass. And he knocked me out. I can't.
And caught me.
I got the money already. Bro, he gonna go over there, bro. He can win a scoring title.
Yeah.
He could build his career.
You don't think he cares about getting another one?
He's 24, bro. Like, he got plenty of time to win another one.
But right now, I got
one. Getting another one right now.
No,
I wouldn't.
If
you would say like my potential, because there's no guarantee that you win going into next year, I would pick
he has a higher
Denver over them,
another ring
and I would pick
State than he does in DC.
But bro, I got one.
Okay.
Or I could go be that, like
I could be the nigga, bro. Endorsement.
And
I need
California. The California millionaire tax is ridiculous. Like, you get to keep more of your money.
Hey man, I don't think he's gonna be that nigga.
Why wouldn't he?
Somebody got to shoot.
Okay.
You know he'll do that.
You know I got it on me. I got it on me, my nigga.
Who was it that left?
We know he'll do
Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes was never Jordan Poole.
Harrison Barnes left
was never Jordan
Golden
Poole.
State and went to Dallas. And what happened?
He was a role player. He was a role player. He was a role player.
He was a role player on Golden State, bro.
Option was Harrison Barnes on the Golden State team.
And the Golden State team, he was 4.
I was about to say, dog.
What option was Jordan Poole?
3.
Okay. Do you think there's a chance that not Harrison Barnes, Jordan Poole leaves and becomes Harrison Barnes?
No, nigga, I'm number one now. Nigga, I have the green
Not
light.
even that,
Bro.
but like they don't even have the same mentality. While Jordan Poole is standing next to Steph Curry, I'm shooting it. Like, think about the type of nigga you gotta be.
Shot the last shot, bro, against the Lakers.
I got
from
it.
30 feet.
Now imagine if the only other niggas you got to pass to are whoever the niggas that are in Washington.
Cool, really.
I'm shooting this motherfucker. Like what? And not even that, but like, don't you, Quincy? You probably don't have this in you because I know you recognize the idea of being a team guy. There are guys who would much rather be, especially after I got the money in the championship. Let me go be the man somewhere.
Come on, bro.
Here's my issue
Let me
with
go
this.
build my stock up so I can get some endorsements.
I can go be an all-star. I'll never be an all-star playing behind Steph Curry.
Can I tell you my issue with this logic?
What?
Everybody ain't got that. Everybody's not James Harden.
But we have.
That's what y'all saying.
I agree. Wait. I agree. Keep going. I agree. Keep going.
No. He is great in taking those shots next to the great, like the system.
Again,
no,
because this also shows that you didn't watch basketball. When Steph was out, Jordan Poole held
24
points a game, bro.
24 points a game. And like what you're saying also applies to somebody like Jalen Brunson. Don't go to the Knicks because you good playing next to Luka. Like, no, I'm that man.
Exactly, dog. Like, come on, bro.
I just want the ISO. Can I get the ISO?
Why?
Can you talk fast for your ISO? This is shot clock. Okay, shot clock.
I'm saying shot clock. I'm shot clock.
It's a shot clock.
You just got the rebound. You got 24 seconds. Go.
No,
you're gonna have to cut me off there. The point I'm saying, let me make sure I get past 24 seconds because my ego too big for you to be talking to me this way.
Oh, you using your seconds right now.
The point that I'm saying out loud is
5-second dribble.
Is that he is only that nigga in this system. And your assumption that he is going to go be that nigga as a number one option is not a real thing. Even when Steph was out and he had the opportunity to be the number one option, it's still in the Golden State system.
Chocolate.
Fuck out of here. It's still the Golden State system. You
want to bet on that or you want to bet on yourself?
What am I betting on?
Me. I'm betting on me every time.
Like, what are you talking about?
No. I don't think it's going to work is what I'm saying out loud.
What's not going to work?
What is not going to work?
He ain't gonna be as good as y'all think he's gonna be on these in.
And that's
okay. Let's here we sit episode 402. Let's as good
as what?
What do you mean? Like, let's just put numbers on it so we can quantify it. He's gonna be a starting point guard for the Washington Wizards. He will average how many points, Quincy?
What did he average this year?
Get that
16, something like that. If that.
15.8.
Okay. 1 point more.
Okay.
1 point more. And he won't be an all-star.
I'll take that bet. Like, for real, Doug. I want to take that one for sure.
24.
Look how Tony.
29 push-ups.
Wait.
No. This is my bet.
I want to correct. I want to correct what I said. His career average is 15.8.
Okay,
he averaged 20.4
last year
on Golden State.
Okay.
20.4.
Hey, listen.
I said about what I said there.
So you don't average 21. Let's say 20 under 22.
What?
Oh,
you saying under 22?
Under 22.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna be the
and
man
not be all.
And he won't be an all-star, and he'll be forgotten.
Shit,
niggas won't.
Bro, if he played on Washington this year and averaged 20, he would be like notable.
Oh my god, dog.
But yeah, no. I mean, if he averaged 20 on Golden State, I'm giving him like 26. Because he's going to be chucking that motherfucker
Bro,
up.
he
Like
gonna be letting
he's
that
going to
motherfucker
get
move,
shots.
Washington's gonna have a losing.
And he gonna have something to prove and shit.
Washington is gonna
Yeah,
have
Washington's not going to be good. He
They're
doesn't
not
have a
gonna be
supporting
good.
cast
He
around.
won't
So
be
what?
an all-star. He won't be an all-star, and I'll give him 1 point more.
Okay.
We'll
And
take
like,
that.
what is success? Yeah, wait, all three of those things. So he has to be an all-star
So
for it to be a
talking about
success.
parlay.
Give me some time to think about that.
Yeah,
I want to go out on a limb. I gotta figure out.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
You talking about him? So he
I'm
has to be.
the rest
Hold
of
on,
the team,
hold on a second. You're saying that I have to say that him going to the situation to be the man, that he has to be a top 7 guard in the East.
Tony, you can either say yes or no. You don't have to clarify what I said.
I'm thinking the process out loud. Like, do I think Jordan Poole is going to be a top 7 guard in the East?
And I feel like hate because he's from the mill, and I appreciate it.
You are hating. You're hating. But like, I don't think he's better than Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson.
Drew Holiday?
Who?
Drew Holiday.
No, because Drew Holiday plays defense.
Yeah, he do.
Like, I'm not going to disrespect Drew Holiday.
We ain't talking about it right now.
Listen, I think this is a good move for him, all things considered.
I don't.
Bro.
I think he's better on Golden State.
Better what?
I think he's more successful.
I think I think you're right. A lot of people who are really good would be better as a lot of people who are really good would be better as like a 6-man. Like, who's really good? Who would be a good 6-man? Like motherfucking
Lou Will.
Zion.
No, yeah, like Zion. Zion will be an excellent 6-man. But that is
fucking
stupid.
Look at what happened.
But that is fucking stupid, bro.
Well, look at what happened.
But Andrew Wiggins was never really that nigga. He was never really that nigga.
But he came into the league. Niggas were saying he was the next fucking LeBron James.
Yeah. People had hope for him, and then you saw him play.
The minute the pressure got off his shoulders and he became a number 4, what is he on?
He held it down during the finals that last year.
No, but
not last year, but the year before.
But what option is he on Golden State?
It didn't matter. He was holding it down.
3 or 4.
Yeah, he's better as a 3 or 4 option than he is as a number 1 option.
Okay, so that
but
just
there are a lot of niggas like Bradley Beal is a great 6-man. He will be a phenomenal 6-man. We should want him to maximize his talent and be
go get your money. Go get your money.
No, he got the money already. He got the money already. No. I want you to maximize your potential. Don't minimize yourself. I don't want any player to try and minimize themselves to fit into a system to be the best cog in that system. Go be the best possible you.
Oh, this is where we disagree.
You want people to not be the best possible version of themselves.
No. Basketball is
for the purpose of a team. Yeah. I hear you.
This is my issue. Is that basketball is a team sport.
Bro, I got punched in the face by my teammate.
Okay.
I don't want to be here.
Leaving for that reason makes total sense, dude. That is not my debate. My debate is with Tony talking about being what's better, being a cog into a system or being that nigga. Yes. Or being that nigga. It's only a few niggas that are that nigga.
But let me go find out if I could be the nigga then.
Yeah, but then you just okay. I think that these guys are playing to win more than they're like. Who said this? Paul George, and it was Paul George got a podcast with another basketball player. My mind is going blank right now.
I know who you're talking about.
And they were talking about Bronny. It was like, dog, Bronny's better than most of the niggas because most niggas in the league don't even try.
But you telling him not to try.
No.
You telling him to go sit in the system. I'm telling him, hey, go try. Hey, let's see what they do when you by yourself and you the man and everything on your shoulder.
Yeah, I think that was a bad example, man. What I'm saying out loud is you're right. You're correct, dude. Let me stop.
You tell them to go sit in that system where they beat your ass. You let a nigga knock you out, and that's just cool. I'm just gonna sit here.
Like I want
to win a championship.
Quincy, there's a difference between like if James Harden goes back to Houston, there's a difference between doing that and what I'm saying that Jordan Poole facilitates.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's not the same thing.
Okay, so but you're saying this 24-year-old who hasn't even entered his prime, who already got his big contract and a championship ring, should stay in this system instead of trying to go be a featured player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you could go get a bigger bag.
I mean,
hey,
the money aside,
we can
to be the best
else.
basketball player I could be, I need to be free. He plays a different way than they play. That's why he doesn't really fit their system a lot. I'm getting shots up. I'm 110% pressure. And like, you know what? That might not be a winning formula, and he might have to go through some shit to learn how to change into that. But he has already won a championship. He has already gotten the bag. Why would I not go be a featured player?
Okay.
And it's DC.
Let me rephrase.
It's DC.
Let me show both of y'all growth. I'm gonna do that. I am wrong. For Jordan Poole specifically, it makes sense for him wanting to leave because of his situation with Draymond.
Nah, he don't. Q don't want he don't want a black man to grow, man. He want him to stay in the white man system.
Okay. And what did DC?
No, you're saying Golden State is the white man system.
You think DC's basketball is the you think the Wizards? You don't think that they're ran by a white man?
I didn't say that they were ran by a white man. I'm just talking about the system that you want to play in. Steve Kerr's system. Or Mark Jackson.
I don't even know who DC coach is.
I don't either.
My guess is there's a huge chance he's white.
Might be a black man.
Might be. I could be wrong. The point I'm making, I'm wrong. I think he should leave as well too. So I'll admit that I'm wrong. Hope you guys can appreciate me admit that I'm wrong. He should want to leave because of
black man.
Come on now,
Huntel Jr.
Come on now. Come on now.
He is. Come
on now. What you gotta say about you?
The point that I am making though is to Tony's point about the difference between being that nigga and being a cog in the system. I feel like we as fans watch basketball and we only talk about it in the sense of the best players on that team. Like I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast and they were talking about Portland and old boy going number 2 to Portland or whatever, or 3. And he was like, if CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard couldn't get it done, why you think this person could get it done? I'm like, dog, how many other people were on that team who couldn't get it done? And why do you think that's the same team
but like
that it is now?
Like what's said, bro.
Give me a second.
The Western Conference Finals that year, bro. Give
me a second.
They lost to Golden State, who won the championship, though. Like, what do you like?
Well, let him finish. Let him finish because I'm a recall as soon as he's done. Go ahead.
The point that I'm making is that these are teams, these are systems, these are all systems. Who you are in that system dictates success. And y'all only look at the best players when y'all all play basketball before, so it's fucking frustrating. It's not enough. Like all I'm saying is that the team, if he stayed with the Golden State Warriors, which I've already acknowledged he shouldn't because of the Draymond Green fight, is going to be more successful than the fucking Wizards. That's all I'm saying. And he will be more successful on the Golden State Warriors because the Golden State Warriors will be more successful, which means his next contract is probably going to be much higher if he stayed with the Warriors.
They can't afford to pay him. You know, so what you're saying is he should leave. He should leave on the next contract.
I'm saying his next.
He should leave. He should leave on the next contract.
Okay. How many times Draymond got paid from Golden State?
Quincy, it's a new CBA coming. He's not going to be able to get
I'm not even talking about the CBA. Like, because Quincy's saying he will get paid more from somebody else.
No.
Like, so eventually he has to leave anyway.
What I'm saying is this. Is that I don't think he will become a premier player being a number 1 option on that team, which will allow him whatever the CBA is. I'm not saying he can't get more money because of whatever the CBA is, but the what he could be, I think he has a higher ceiling on Golden State than he does being a number 1 option somewhere, because it's easier to fail when you're the number 1 option, even if you're doing good.
That's where we agree, right? I agree with you.
All I'm saying, bro.
I agree with you, but what you're saying is you don't believe in his talent.
Exactly.
You don't think he's a number 1 option. And that's fine if you want to say that. Don't say he'll be more successful on Golden State because you don't know.
You don't know.
Because you don't know.
Don't know that, fam.
And it's not like we talking about fucking Michael Porter leaving the champion
Yeah.
Denver
Denver
Nuggets, where they're
yeah.
still successfully assembled and like the team is positioned to do X, Y, and Z. Like, this is a good situation for him. And if you don't believe he's talented enough to continue to ascend at 24 years old,
Come on, man.
I disagree.
As a nigga
I
from
think
the
that
mill, come on, man.
if I am going to bet on something, I'm not betting on this system and the other players. I'm betting on myself. Especially when this is not an ideal situation anymore.
So what perspective are we talking about this? Are we talking about your opinion on Jordan Poole, or are you speaking as if you are Jordan Poole? You are not. He should think that way as Jordan Poole. How do you feel about it? Because you're jumping from
Jordan
third person
Poole should
to first
leave.
person very seamlessly, and it's confusing.
I'm
think
speaking
Jordan
as if
Poole,
I'm Jordan Poole, bro.
No, I'm speaking as me.
From the outside looking in.
I'm speaking as me. If I
Was in
get
that
to
situation?
pick, no, not even him. If I get to pick and reassemble and move the pieces, I want Jordan Poole to be somewhere and be featured. 2 reasons. It's going to be entertaining as fuck.
Fact.
Secondly, I want to see how good he is.
Yeah. You know who you are, Tony? Dooch and I are different. You know who you are?
You hating, dog.
You're
Why you
ish.
hate like that, dog?
You're ish. You're not a fan of a team. You're a fan of basketball.
But why are you hating?
What's wrong with that?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm just noticing something out loud.
But why are you hating?
Oh, I'm being
Like, you're really hating on Jordan Poole.
That's what he's really doing right now, fam. You telling the man not to bet on himself. You telling the man to stay in a situation where he's not comfortable or happy anymore.
This
so he could have the higher potential, of winning. And I do agree with you.
Yeah,
I guess for winning is higher.
I guess
so
what
the
I'm
fuck
saying.
What?
I guess what I'm saying is, if I was in the league, and maybe this is a me thing, and I don't personally look at this as hate, I think that I would rather be, again, I say this all the time, I would rather be Currency than Drake.
No. Pick an NBA player you would rather be. Instead of being Jordan Poole, who just got traded from a championship level team to the Washington, who's going to be awful. Yeah. You would rather be
Draymond? That's fucked up.
You ain't punching nobody. You gotta say like Bruce Brown.
No. I would rather be. I can't think of somebody besides the Bucks.
Name somebody off the Bucks.
Bobby Portis. You'd rather be Bobby Portis, right?
He was in the fucking.
I had a conversation about this yesterday.
I would rather be Bobby Portis.
Is Bobby Portis better than Kristaps Porzingis?
What is better?
Yes or no?
Cool.
Yes or no? Before you quantify, in your opinion, whatever you want to quantify it as. Player? What do you think?
Or who is more successful right now?
What do you think?
What do you think?
I think Kristaps Porzingis is a more talented basketball player, and then I think Bobby Portis is more successful because he's positioned himself on the team to be more successful.
You don't think that Kristaps Porzingis on Boston is positioned better than Bobby Portis on the Bucks?
I don't know.
Great answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
No, dude.
I'm not at the age of 24 taking a back seat.
Can you answer that question?
What?
Is Bobby Portis better than Kristaps Porzingis?
No, say it like you said it to me. Kristaps Porzingis just got traded to the Boston Celtics. Bobby Portis is on the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Who has a better opportunity?
Who's positioned for success? What do you consider success, Quincy? Just so I know what you're talking about.
You asked the question. You tell me.
I didn't ask that question. I just asked who you thought was better.
Oh, success is defining as
so like if next year happens and neither one of them wins the championship, who would you say is more successful?
No, who is more valuable to their team's success when it comes to the position they play?
Right. And their team success ends neither one of them win the championship.
Yeah.
So then now you're evaluating the team success based on what?
What did you do on that team to get them as further as possible? If we took you off of the team,
so just as far as how far they advance in your role and participation, which will include points, rebounds,
averages,
assists, and
whoever
block
you
shots.
are to that team. Because Bobby, because what you call it, his role isn't the same as Kristaps, right?
No.
They both don't do the same thing. So with what they do,
with
right?
their talent and what they're used for.
Yeah, who does that better?
Dooch? Who's better, Kristaps or Bobby?
Who's gonna
next year? Who's gonna have the better year?
Kristaps.
Like hands down, in my opinion. Like it's not even fucking close. First, Bobby ain't gonna start
At all.
So like, first off, your minutes and your opportunities are cut just based on that.
I said I don't know.
Kristaps block shots.
I said
I don't know if Bobby block shots. Kristaps,
Kristaps is a more talented basketball player.
No, it's just the
he knows how to play basketball better.
He's better.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into talent. You don't have to go into all that. He's
yeah,
better.
Yeah.
And because he's better, he's going to get paid more. He's going to have more
Bobby Portis is more successful though.
Why you say that?
He got a championship.
Okay, that's all I wanted you to say.
And he was valuable too.
So Bruce Brown is Bruce Brown more successful than James Harden? No, not James Harden. Paul George. Paul George don't got no MVPs. He ain't got no championships.
No, Kristaps Porzingis is also not Paul George.
How do you evaluate success then?
Okay,
got a championship.
All of those guys you just named, bro.
Bruce Bowen got a championship, Quincy.
You said Bruce Brown or Bruce Bowen?
Bruce, both of them got championships.
Yeah, yeah. But like, I have but it's funny because I have a brain, and the guys you just named are like, of course, fucking Paul George is fucking better. You know, crazy.
He don't got a championship.
But if let's say for instance, Paul George loses in the first round of the playoffs, right?
Is Paul George better than JJ Barea?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
He got a championship though. JJ Barea got one.
Hold on.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Hear me out.
What you just said, bro.
It's not hyperbolic this and look at this in the bubble.
But you just said that Bobby Portis is more successful.
Talk about Paul George. It's a different ballgame.
How?
Because he's all-time great. T-Mac all-time great too.
Quincy.
Is fucking Bruce Bowen better than T-Mac? No.
Hey, Quincy. Tony, say his stats again. He don't got what? No
MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
No scoring titles.
Nope.
No championships.
No defensive.
No finals opinions. No defensive players of the year. Like, put it this way: if both, hold on, let's hear me out. Hear me out real quick. Hear me out real quick, Quincy.
No. Because
hear me out real quick.
Like I'm stupid. Because I said one thing, but I could
say
like
having a championship is an absolute. Don't do that because having a championship is an absolute. If somebody doesn't, they absolutely don't. So don't use that and talk about Bobby
Portis. You can't move the goalpost, fam.
This is what I said. I said Bobby Portis
has a championship.
More
successful.
Listen for a second. Successful than Kristaps Porzingis.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has a championship.
Listen for a second.
He has a championship.
Listen for a second. Because of the value he played on a championship.
No, you didn't say. You said because he had a championship. You said because he had a championship, and then you said he had a significant role in the championship.
That's not the same thing I just said.
You said it backwards.
It's different. Yeah, just because somebody has a championship, shout out Bruce Brown, who played a significant role.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make like their value is like we can get off of that. All I'm saying is like I think this is good for Jordan Poole, and Quincy disagrees with me, and that's fine.
And he hating. You don't want a black man to grow in Chocolate City, man. Pause.
Yikes. Yikes. The draft came and went. Just two things I want to shout out.
Something about that too.
Y'all. Okay, what's the way to say this? People got to stop acting like they watch Overtime Elite or G League or college basketball.
On the reals, dog.
I do.
Yeah,
so like,
you like that? That's what I said. You the nigga that loves basketball.
Right. But y'all niggas talk about Scoot Henderson like he is ready-made Westbrook, and y'all don't like Westbrook.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, what the fuck? Like Brandon Miller is 6'9". Excellent fit for that team and system.
Exactly.
Scoot Henderson had a phenomenal game against Victor Wembanyama's team, and then had a Jordan Poole-like season for the rest of the year on the G League. I'm not saying he's not going to be very good. But y'all not finna shit on Brandon Miller because he may have been an accessory to a murder. That guy is really good.
No, he is.
He is really fucking good. And then also, the Thompson twins are, I like the way that I would explain it. The Thompson twins are like who was somebody who had it but never put it together, like physically. They not as bouncy as like a Zach LaVine, but like they like look like they should be really fucking good.
I like Zach LaVine now, dog.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Like
I like that he bouncy and he shoot that motherfucker, dog.
He just
Bro, Tony? How do you?
I never said I didn't like Zach LaVine, but Tony was advocating for him to come to the Bucks.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Now y'all finna get mid all that money because he out. Hey, listen, y'all better be careful because Sacramento just made a trade that freed it up like.
Come on now.
Like 38 million.
And they've been talking about going to get that nigga.
Are you a fanatic?
Then what y'all gonna do?
Can I ask you a question, Tony? Are you a fanatic for any sports team? Like Dooches with the Lakers, I'm with the Bucks.
Team?
He was the Patriots.
The Patriots, but like I like the Patriots. I like the Patriots because the Patriots operate like how I like for sports to operate.
But you're not
all of these teams, but you recognize that all of these teams are businesses, right?
No.
And if you run your team like a business and you have good business, like shit start going your way. Like when you play with skills, good luck will happen.
Even in the races.
You gotta, but like
you operate, even if it's racist?
What's racist about the Patriots?
Because what's name wore the red hat, though.
One
man wore the, and he wasn't even in New England no more.
No, he's in Tampa Bay.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
Like I'm a fanatic for the Bucks, and clearly sometimes
no, you're not. No, you're not.
That's cap.
No, you're not.
That is so much cap.
Who they draft? Who did they draft?
Yeah,
a two-way player.
All right,
a two-way player. What
does
that mean?
Two-way contract.
They gave him a two-way. So they signed him. Who did they sign to a two-way contract?
A black man.
Can you know his first or last name?
No, he doesn't.
Can I ask my question, brother?
Yeah.
So Dooch is a fan of the Lakers. Can we agree on that?
Shit. Do you know what pick they had?
It was the second round. I know that.
Okay.
Dooch is a fan of the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
There. I would even say he's a fanatic. Dooch, are the LA Lakers going to win an NBA championship next year?
It depends. We're gonna be in a better position because we'll be in a better position this year than we were last year.
Okay, Tony, I feel like you have you're gonna answer this based off of like logic a little bit, while fans of sports teams are a little delusional.
I'm not delusional.
You've been delusional about the Lakers before.
Man, we just won a championship, bro.
See what I'm saying, Tony?
But we won one the year before y'all.
I'm not saying that you're delusional right now. I'm saying you have been delusional about the Lakers before. That's the best part about being a fan. When Brandon Knight was on the Bucks, I was telling niggas, yeah,
we just won one.
Brandon Knight, the best nigga ever. He dropped 40.
But we just won one.
And then Tony Googled how many times Brandon Knight dropped 40, and I think it was like 35 once, and I was wrong. I have been delusional about the Bucks.
We just won one. How am I?
Is that good or bad though?
The point I'm saying is that I think the best part about sports is being delusional.
Is delusional a good thing?
In sports, yes, because you have no control.
But we just won one.
Okay, dude, I'm not debating you about the Lakers right now. I'm not. I'm trying to prove a point that has nothing to do with
How was that delusional when we just won one, Phil?
Okay, you're not delusional.
Hey, you know what? This reminds me because Rio is in here, and Rio said something as we were discussing.
He was being delusional by telling me he wasn't delusional.
They did just win.
We just won one, bro. What you want?
They was just in the conference finals, bro.
Yeah, like, bro, what you want me to say, Phil? Y'all lost in the first round, fam. Like, what are you talking about?
The one thing that, the thing that I think about delusional sports fans that you guys have to kind of give up on.
No, I think that's what a fan is.
No.
I think all fans then you're not a fan.
No, I don't think
You're
Knicks fans. I don't think a lot of
fanatic.
Knicks fans are delusional. I think they know that their team fucking sucks when they suck. I think they didn't. The Knicks fans were not saying they were winning a championship this year. But this is my idea. Then the thing that I think that
You
yes,
sure?
I know Knicks fan. My barber's a Knicks fan. He was like, nah, but like we're gonna have a good showing in the playoffs. That's all he could say. So you would say he's not a fanatic. So the fuck what? You have to get past this idea that your team is good enough. What is good enough? Like if you had a good team last year, like everybody who really values continuity and bringing back something, like if something worked, like let's repeat it. Maybe because I work in sales and I know that I have to be better every day than I was the previous day. To bring back the exact same team in sports and not try and improve who you are is delusional.
That is delusional.
Let me tell you why I 1000% disagree with you.
Okay.
Actually,
wait. Tell me the last back-to-back champion.
That's a good one.
Been a while.
No, Golden State.
Golden State.
Yeah. Here's what I'm saying out loud. When you are a fan of something and you have no control over it, and you're delusional to me.
That's just not true.
But you thought that the Bucks was going to win.
You know what? I'm a Packer fan like that. Like I'm over here convincing myself that Jordan Love is going to turn up. I'm over here convincing myself, right? But like I'm not convincing myself that he's going to be good with just this, and this. I'm like, no, you got to get him this. You got to improve the offensive line. You got to do all these things to make him good. He ain't going to just be good because he's on my team.
Basketball started into this a little bit too, but football to me is like kind of, I don't know. I believe in any given Sunday probably a little bit too much in the idea that anybody can win. You know what I mean? It's like football. I feel like it's just too many pieces on the board to dictate what's good and what's bad.
The way that you talk about teams, you should love football. You should love football because, like in basketball, one person rebound, dribble full court, score, win the game.
I think football is more. Only reason I like basketball is because I play basketball. But to be honest with you, the older I get, I struggle with watching it. Y'all know that. I'm not lying.
But you don't really play. Yeah, you're not a fanatic.
No, he didn't really play. He was on the bench.
There's that too.
I practice then, dude.
Hey, how do y'all feel?
No, I practice. Can I get that?
We had an hour and 22 minutes too for the first one.
No, but dude, acknowledge that I practice.
What do that got to do with anything?
I mean, I had to know the plays.
Still didn't get in the game when it counted.
I knew when to screen.
But maybe that's why he values being. Maybe that's why he values being a part of the thing. Because unless you are and have experience being the person that drives the thing, like it's the vision. You've never been able to see from that position. All you know is what it looked like sitting behind the driver. You ain't never been in the driver's seat.
Exactly.
You need a team.
Sure, I need somebody to control the radio. Somebody got the directions. I'm driving.
The nigga that said this online, and we had this conversation before because we could disagree with this or not. That Kobe the only one that didn't have a top 75 player. So it's like we value these guys who were great, but for some reason, like D Wade talking to Shannon Sharp, talking about the nigga we couldn't stop on Dallas was JJ Barrere. Like y'all missed.
No, they just start with Dirk either.
Yeah,
don't knock it that far.
Why didn't JJ Barrere get the finals MVP?
No. The conversation that Shannon Sharp, I don't know if y'all saw the podcast, and D Wade were having was he was like, D Wade went through it. He was like, there was nothing we could do to Dirk. We knew he was going to do this. The guy.
Why though?
Listen for a second. The guy that we didn't expect.
Why y'all couldn't do nothing with him?
Hey, skip that part.
Skip him. We know we couldn't do nothing with him.
No, but it's like they planned for that. They said Dirk is going to do this. There is nothing we can do about it. The guy that they didn't plan for, who he said was the reason why we couldn't stop, because we can't stop Dirk. Dirk is going to do this.
Why?
JJ Barrere, this is what he said. I didn't say it.
But I'm asking you, why do you think they couldn't stop him?
No, they didn't have a plan for him.
No.
Said they had a plan.
You say JJ Barrere. Okay, he's talking about JJ Barrere. He's not talking about
Dirk.
Oh no, Dirk that nigga. I'm not saying he not that nigga. What I'm saying
greatness.
out loud is
Exactly.
that when we speak about the Mavericks in that team, Dirk gets all the credit.
Because he was great.
Fam, he made the second shot, nigga. What are you talking about, dog? When they gave when they needed a bucket, who the fuck did they give the ball to,
it
nigga?
was not ISO JJ Barea.
It was give the ball to Dirk and let him go crazy.
Can y'all?
Do you remember that last play with the left hand
You know
layup?
what I'm saying?
Oh, you didn't see that. My fault.
Or y'all choosing to
Quincy,
debate?
I hear what you're saying, but
Like, do I sound crazy?
Yes, because it's so far down the line.
But they don't win without JJ Barea.
How do we know that?
Because
You don't win without Dirk for certain.
Yeah, but they also don't.
But like start with the one.
Do they win without Steve Kerr?
Start with the one.
If Steve Kerr doesn't get that shot, do they win?
Yes.
Because I
want with the one, bro.
But I can't do it because he gonna get mad about me bringing up his job. So I'm just not gonna bring it up.
Like I just don't understand why you don't start with the one. Start with who's the one?
Y'all, it's not about starting with the one. Dirk is fine to talk about, but y'all forget everybody else.
I'm not saying that.
Y'all forget everybody else. That's all I'm saying.
Before we acknowledge the Ray Allen shot, you have to talk about LeBron and D Wade. You act like I'm being an idiot because I'm saying talk about the people who literally do the everything. You want to talk about the people that fill in the gaps. I get it; they're important.
I'm saying start
with the nigga who averaged 30. No. Start with the nigga who averaged 30. I don't give a fuck about your 12 points, bro. Start with the nigga who averaged 30. Your 12 points don't mean shit. If you go to Washington, Quincy, if you put JJ Barea in Washington, his fucking 20, that don't mean shit. You just got to talk about Jordan Poole just like that. Start with the fucking one. Start with the greatest players. I don't get how you could skip over them unless you're just saying we're going to acknowledge.
You literally just said that, bro, about Steph and them, bro.
You guys aren't listening.
Like, no, just stay there where you can be successful and be behind Steph and Clay and be the fourth option. Like,
here's where I'm at, and this is why I think this podcast is so great. You
just disagreeing.
You guys are disagreeing with me to disagree. No, you guys are choosing not to listen. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. Because I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. My debate is only being why I say talk about everybody. Talk about Dirk first. Talk about Bron first. Talk about all of those people first. But y'all still forget the rest of the people.
I'm not talking about Reggie Jackson.
That's all I'm saying.
This Denver championship, I'm not talking about Reggie Jackson at all. I'm not talking about
at all.
Who was the white dude? The white dude named Brown on Denver. I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about fucking. It's a lot of niggas who was there during championship run. I'm not talking about Devin George.
I'm talking about Bobby Portis on the Bucks.
I'm not talking about Bobby Portis.
Okay.
No, you can talk about Bobby Portis.
All of them motherfuckers are replaceable. Acknowledge that.
No, because PJ Tucker, they tried to replace him and it didn't work.
You can't.
When you talk about that,
you can't replace Giannis. You can't replace Dirk. You can't replace Steph. The rest of the motherfuckers are replaceable.
When you talk about that Bucks ring, right? 10 years from now, does PJ Tucker deserve to be talked about?
Yeah.
Tony?
If we talking about the full playoff run, yeah.
Yeah, like how am I talking about it? If I'm talking about it, PJ Tucker
qualify my question, bro.
Because he held
no.
And there's where I disagree.
No.
And we can stop it there.
No.
It's okay for you to have that opinion.
No.
But it's important to me.
What are you going to talk about when you talk about that ring? What are you going to say about PJ Tucker?
Dog. Wouldn't have happened without him.
He did. He did hold some of the
fucking like. Did you hear what the nigga said on Philly to the other nigga about getting the rebound in the playoffs? Like,
what?
Get the fucking like. I'm gonna smack the shit out of you if you don't go get this rebound.
All right, dog. I'm done talking to Quincy, dog.
Oh my god, yes. That's my only debate.
Quincy, listen, I get that you speak. No, you speak for role players around the world.
No, you speak for the bench.
I hear you.
No, that's not what I'm saying. And it's so
funny. That's literally what you're saying.
You guys are choosing to say things that I'm not saying, and then you're saying that I'm not listening to you. So I'm gonna say it super simple.
But you are speaking
through
from.
Line. Give me a second, dude. I'm gonna say it through line. You guys are correct. When you're speaking about championship runs, you speak about that nigga first. Period.
All right,
I'm saying you also need to speak about everybody else who was essential to your win. Period. This is a basketball is a team sport.
Oh my god, you sound
it's
like
not a one nigga versus everybody sport.
you sound
That's
like
what Bron say.
bench, bro.
That's what Bron say.
You sound nuts, bro.
Bron like, go play tennis then.
You sound like a nigga that
don't watch tennis then.
How much time do we have to talk, bro? If I talk about the Lakers championships with Shaq and Kobe, I don't know how much time I'm going to have to speak on it. I'm not going to stop and talk about that shot, that amazing shot that Derek Fisher hit with 0.4 seconds on the. Derek Fisher hit a shot with 0.4
in San Antonio. Yeah,
I'm not talking about it, bro.
No, you got to.
I'm not talking about it.
We wouldn't have got there.
I'm not talking about it. For fucking what?
Because we wouldn't have made it. We'd have lost.
Like, that is when you talk about burying the lead. That is the number 10 thing that we got to talk about when we talk about that.
But Quincy do sound like a nigga from the bench, though.
You just speak it like, and I get it. I just have never sat in that seat, so maybe I don't value that opinion the same way.
No, but y'all all understand what it requires to win a championship. And
I understand that.
Quincy, what's the first thing that's required? What's the first thing that's required?
Points.
Every championship
team. A superstar.
Can we start at the beginning of the story?
Did I not say that?
Start at the beginning of a story, bro. You've never have.
Well, see, I'm not saying.
I literally said this is the through line. I stopped and I said, "Listen, you guys are correct."
Yeah, I'm gonna skip everything, but like get with me over here on paragraph 10.
No, but I said you start with that nigga first. You start with that nigga first. But down here, even Dooch admitted to it. You have to talk about PJ Tucker. You have to talk about PJ Tucker.
No, you don't.
I'm not saying that. I just said that you sound like the nigga that's on the bench.
You want the credit. You with the bench player, you be like, hey, yo, listen. When y'all tell the story, make sure y'all tell them how I was playing great defense. Make sure you tell them how when Jordan got double team, he kicked the ball to me and I made that shot.
You sound like the nigga from the bench, bro.
And I get it, and that's your advantage. You sound like that advantage, bro. And I get and understand what you're saying. And yes, you could tell your story like that. What I would say is,
I feel like my story is right.
Starting.
Your story is wrong and my story is right. That's all I'm saying. You're telling
your story don't happen if it ain't for a nigga like me. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Hey, listen. Start by talking about all the things I allowed you to do.
Acknowledge what I said. Yes.
Talk to me nice.
Michael Jordan. Hey, there is no Steve Kerr without Michael Jordan. Right. There is no Mike Miller without LeBron. Right? So I'm not saying that. I am saying Mike Miller made a lot of great shots, man.
You are speaking. That's all I keep saying, bro. As you continue to talk and speak from that vantage point, that's what you sound like.
It makes more sense now that you point that out.
Like, dog.
So no, at Quincy, you're right as well. I just don't like the way you're telling the story.
No. But who's telling a more complete story?
I don't. If you don't acknowledge the one, you're not telling the story.
This is what I'm saying. You seen Lord of the Rings?
No, I go to sleep every time. Yeah, we're about to get into the intermission.
Yeah, man. Like this nigga bringing up Lord of the Rings.
Man, listen, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, SoundCloud, back page, 72and10 podcast. We appreciate y'all for fucking with it.
Back page.